Hey guys, it is Logan Entertainment, and I apologize that it's been a while since I've had any Minecraft related content. I know I've had the Five Nights at Logan's, the Logan's Diner, the three-part series for that, and I know things have been a little quiet. That's because I've been going through some things, and I've things have been kind of rough. I don't necessarily want to talk about much of it, but I know I've mentioned dozens of times that I would do a behind the scenes for certain maps, and I decided to start off with my most popular Minecraft videos, Minecraft Baldis Basics Plus, and the education and learning. So I will give you guys a history of the whole series, and I will give you guys a tour of the map that you've seen for the first part of Baldis Basics Plus. So bear in mind, this map was not just built by myself. I've had help. I've had plenty of help. It's just the reason why I haven't posted any of these any Baldi related content in a while is because when it comes to a popular franchise, certain people try to milk it to make it last longer. For me, I don't want to milk it. So what I would want to do is I want to make it last, and mostly because Baldi's Basics Plus, the creator of Mistman12, I think that's his name, the new ending to Baldi's Basics Plus seemed to be a little out of place, and I'm pretty sure it's not canon to the story. So I'm kind of still waiting for it to have an ending. So until then, I'm just kind of waiting. For part two, this is going to be the second floor. The first floor is right over there. I'll get to that in a second. This is the second floor, quote unquote. And this is the outdoor area. Now, just to bear in mind, there's a few things that I would be pointing out that I won't add in this series. I won't add a lot. I know there's a giant maze-like library. And the whole reason I'm not going to add that is because I'm not really good at building mazes, and when it comes to stuff like that, it's kind of time crunching, so I like to focus on just kind of focus on the layout mostly. So anyways, let's start with the elevator. Now this was my favorite. My friend Killer, he's gone by different names. He's gone by Boral and so on. It's kind of a long story. I call him Killer because that was his first name when I first knew him. So he decided to make this design for the elevator. To be perfectly honest, I think it's pretty cool. It looks pretty well, pretty much like the one in the game itself. You have the gears, the little monitor, little siren, and little light. The tubes, or the little tanks to indicate how many lives you have. It's pretty cool, and we have the continue button. This is just for looks. If I hit it, then I'll break the armor stand. So this is the elevator door. It doesn't work. It's just for looks. And over here we have Johnny's store. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, the original idea was just to have audio for Johnny's store, and I had my old old friend Orange Tornado. To be perfectly honest, he was the one that did Baldi in my most popular upload, which was the Minecraft Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning Remastered. So I decided that since he hasn't been in any of my videos in a while, I decided to let him be the iconic character that I added in this channel, which was Baldi's Basics. So yeah, this is a store where you can get some stuff right here, and then it's pretty cool. Nothing special, it's just something basic. The walls are made out of diorite, floor is made out of yellow terracotta. For the shelving, we just use quartz, and just for the colors and decorations and shelves, we use string to keep the carpet holding. So yeah, it's nothing necessarily special, but it's pretty cool. So let's go into the first floor. Now, believe it or not, this is supposed to be a redstone signal to tripwire, and it connects right here. Let me just connect that. There we go. So how it would work is this. Once, just trying to make sure I don't trigger it. So what I do is that I start the video right here, and then when I walk out, it closes the door behind me. So this piston right here is supposed to push this redstone block here, activating 6 pistons back here. That's supposed to close the elevator door because, as you know, once you leave the elevator on one of the floors, the game begins. So that's just how it works, and when I just break this block, the doors will open again. Alright, whoops. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nothing special, but it's a redstone that just about anybody can do that. Now, believe it or not, there was an original plot to Baldis Basics Plus. The original plan was to have it on Bedrock Edition, but this was before I started using the Twitch platform. It's a streaming platform. There was another one that was horrible. I forgot the name of it, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. There was another streaming platform that people did use, and it was horrible. Each and every time I had to record the original plot, I recorded on Bedrock. I had to do it like 2 or 3 times just for it to be perfect. And then when I tried to do it the third time, it seemed 50% better. So I just gave up on trying to do it on Bedrock. So I figured, why not just do it on the old Minecraft, considering that was where the first Baldis Basics video originated from. And to be perfectly honest, I think I was the first Minecraft YouTuber to make a Minecraft Baldis Basics video. And to be perfectly honest, when it comes to new stuff, like, say, for example, Undertale, that once that started to become a big thing, people started making Minecraft parodies of it, and it became pretty popular. So I figured, you know what, since I've been making Minecraft videos, and this was before I started getting like a few thousand subscribers, I think. Or was it when? It doesn't matter. So anyways, it was pretty popular. It got a pretty good amount of views. We didn't have a plan, we didn't have a script or nothing. We were just winging it the entire time. I mean, I've seen gameplays of Baldis Basics, and I had to look up an image file of the map layout, and I had to rebuild it in Minecraft, and then I looked through a list of different blocks. That's why right here you can see most of this is kind of like the original on the inside for the first floor. It's kind of like it, but it's a little different. And this is the vending machine. I'll get to that in a second. So, anyways, the original video got a good amount of views, but I kind of didn't like it because we used a Steve character for Baldi, and I thought that was kind of dumb because it didn't necessarily seem that good. So I decided to do a remastered version of the first part. And when I did other parts, I thought it was okay. It got a pretty good amount of views, but in my personal opinion, I thought it deserved more. So I decided to, once I did the first remastered, it ended up getting twice as much views as the original, and I still get comments on that video to this very day. Like maybe once or twice a week, or maybe once every few weeks or twice every few weeks, I still get comments on that video saying how awesome it is, and it makes me feel like it was worth it. It was really good. And when we did the remake, I figured that we should probably use a different character. So I decided to use a villager because, you know, a villager is bald. They always look cranky sometimes. So I was like, okay, we'll just use a villager. So what I did was I grabbed a leather tunic, dyed it lime green, then did diamond leggings for the pants, and did brown leather boots. I didn't really dye them. I just made them darker brown, or I just left them the way it was. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, well, when we put that on the villager, it looked pretty good. And I thought, why not? Let's just keep it like this. So yeah, and that was when the villager Baldi was born. Anyways, with that out of the way, I will point out what these beacons indicate. Now, this is meant to be color codes. Now, the red beacon is supposed to indicate that this is the detention room, like this right here. This is to let me know which room is which, just to keep things less confusing. And the yellow beacons, I think they are the... I think it's the staff-only rooms. Alright, so let's get that. Now the beacons that don't have any colors, that's just to indicate that these are classrooms. So as you know, for Baldis Basics Plus, Mistman 12 added a feature where in the first floor in the game itself, you pick up notebooks, but you don't have to, open them up and solve any problems. As for the second and third floor, there's certain rooms where there's this big box and you have to solve problems. I haven't necessarily figured that part out since it's been a while since I've been on this map. But like I said, I don't want to milk this franchise, so I've been waiting for Mistman 12 to get an official ending to the game so I can try to see if it's an ending that's well deserved for Baldis Basics Plus. Because I really love Baldis Basics. I even bought the game on Steam, and I play it sometimes, every now and then, because I've already beat it like 4 times. Alright, so here is one of the vending machines. This is redstone lamp. So how this machine works, the redstone's actually interesting, but it's not special. But I will show it to you guys anyway, because I think one of you or a few of you have mentioned that you want to know how it works. So I would be glad to show you how it works. So basically, you just grab any block type that you want to be a theme for your vending machine. Whoops. And you have to make sure to have a line of hoppers. One of them would have to be a part of this little spot right here, and I use the paintings to cover up the dropper, so people don't try to get in it. People still can get in it, but I just like to do it like that. There we go. Alright, so once you have this first hopper in, you start making a line of them to extend it far enough, and you have a chest right here to put the item in, whatever item you use. Like you have a quarter and you can just throw it in. Now, the reason why I use a hopper is because if I put a dispenser in with a potion, then obviously it'll just splash all over you. So that's why I use this. So so I've been trying to figure out what would be best for a quarter. The original was an emerald, and I just renamed it to a quarter. My friend Jose Studios mentioned that we should use a button because it looks like it's a small quarter. But I thought, why not? We can do that. So that's just what we're going to use for an example. So once I throw this button into this hopper right here, it'll be carried by the other hoppers, and once it hits this one right here that's connected to this chest, it will emit a quick redstone signal, and it will trigger this piston right here. Now, it's a normal piston. Be sure to keep that in mind. It's a normal piston, and it pushes this redstone block up, activating this dropper and this redstone lamp. So it would also let you know that you can't buy anything else from here. So here is how it works. And once it has been activated, it will let you know that you cannot buy anything else from it. So once I throw something in here, it cannot come out. Now, to be honest, I think this is mostly a bug, because since this piston is pushing up a redstone block, I don't know why it's like this, but to be honest, I have no problem with it being like that at all. So, it's pretty cool. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. So just to let you guys know, if a redstone signal is activated on a hopper, it prevents the hopper from letting go of anything that's in here, because this redstone block is right beside it. So once I break it, it's no longer there. So yeah, this is the general point of it. So I know what most of you guys are thinking. You're probably wondering, when is the next part to Baldur's Basics Plus coming? When is it going to come out? Now, I know you guys have been wanting to see the next part, and I understand that, but I really want to cherish this series because it's one of my favorite. I mean, the Five Nights at Freddy's remake, it's pretty cool. I do enjoy watching that, but I just want to cherish it while I can, because I know I can upload but so many videos to the point where it's kind of losing its touch. So yeah, locker designs are just generally the same. You just have redstone concrete and red shulker boxes for the lockers, and that's it. It's nothing special. The blue lockers, how it would work is that I would have it like this. It would just be a big box. The very top that would be above the door would be a blue shulker box. So yeah, this is how the locker would work. Generally, it's nothing special, but it's kind of cool. As for the elevators, I would have to make it where once at a certain point while recording, I would have to cut the recording for a second, and then I would have to, either me or someone else would reset the redstone. So yeah, this is a pretty cool map. I do admit it's pretty cool. So if you want, while I'm here, I can answer any questions that you guys have. So if you have any more questions regarding Baldi's Basics or anything else, then just let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hope this video was probably a little boring, but it might be a little interesting at the same time, considering I'm showing you guys this map. So like I said, Baldis Basics Plus, it's still a thing. I just want to get to it at some point, but I mostly want to wait for Mistman 12 to fully complete the Baldis Basics Plus game. And once he does, I will get back to it at full capacity, and I will do my best to try to finish it like I promised. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any more questions, then just let me know in the comments down below. Anything Baldis Basics related, or just anything else, then just let me know. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.